Peace, family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I wanted to do was, I wanted to talk to my chosen ones about the enemy's manipulation tactics that they love to use, you know what I'm saying? The manipulation is like, I would say that is like their number one tactic that the enemy likes to use. And when I'm referring to the enemy, we could be speaking about as far as the system itself, you know what I'm saying, like the court system, these corporate places, or we can break it down to even further, which I like to do, we're spiritual based over here, you know what I'm saying, we're spiritual beings having human experience, to the enemies spiritually manipulating you through friends, families, and peers, you know what I'm saying? Every time I go to like think about manipulation and how it works, it always reminds me of magic, you know what I'm saying? It's like you have to take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of here in order to mix it together to get this solution. And if you notice, the enemy, when they work and they magic on you, because that's what I'm going to call it right now, instead of calling it manipulation, we're just going to call it magic, because they're trying to use magic, black magic, dark magic, however you would like to call it, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to use that against you. So spiritually, you know what I'm saying, when the enemy is manipulating you, you'll have situations where what we call them these days is narcissists, but really those are just aliens, you know what I'm saying? Foreign entities. That's what the fuck an alien is. An alien is a foreign entity. Whether you want to put a dinosaur head on it or an alligator head on it is up to you. But the definition of an alien is a foreign entity. So you have these spiritual foreign entities entering these other beings' vessels. They are not allowed to operate without utilizing a 3D vessel, you know, whether it's our vessels or whether it's some kind of technology, you know what I'm saying? That's considered a vessel as well. But we run into a lot of these narcs, and alright, so before I go into the narcs, because we have two different types of magic and manipulation that we use, and the narc one always gets discussed, so I'm just gonna avoid that one to later on in the discussion. We also use magic and manipulation in a healthy manner. So, and I flipped it because it's been times when I've been around narcs and they were working there trying to use their dark magic to manipulate me or whatever. But because of who I am and who I ride with, you know what I'm saying, it always gets countered. So even when they try to do things to manipulate my process to slow me down, because I'm so highly intelligent and because we have infinite information from the Creator, I always stay a few steps ahead. So you and I have been able to use these weaker vessels to assist us on our journey. Think about that. Think about it. We already understand that these demons are weaker and they're below us. I don't fuck with everybody saying no judging, we all equal. That was another day and age and time. It's a spiritual war out here, okay? You need to know who the fuck is on your team. Simple process. These beings are extremely weak. So if they're so weak that these other foreign entities can access them and manipulate them like a controller, you know what I'm saying? They just picked up the controller. It was like the demon was chilling, was like, you know what? I want to go fuck with TrakBeatz today. Jump bodies, pick up the controller, and now they're like analoging the person beside me because this vessel was extremely weak. The same way they can do that, the same way the Creator and we have access to use our magic and our powers in a healthy manner. People and beings will try to use your own purpose against you, but you can get these beings to work your purpose with you and for you. We always talk of magic and manipulation in the unhealthy manner, but we don't speak of it as far as when we actually doing it to get things done in a productive manner, because we know we have other beings that either they're just really weak, or they're not really comprehensive, or their processor is just really fucking slow. You know what I'm saying? So it's been times where you probably really needed to get something done, and let's say you just in the house with your family and you got one of your fucking annoying siblings to do something for you that you didn't really feel like getting up doing because you was already knocking something else out the way. That's a healthy form of, I don't really like using white magic. I'm just gonna say it's a healthy form of magic, of manipulation. This motherfucker didn't want to, but you convinced them to end up doing something that helped you in your process for whatever you was doing, whether it was for work or whether it's for your process in ascending. You could have just been researching and studying and learning and didn't feel like breaking that cycle, but you knew you had another being around, but you knew they really wasn't going to do it. It's always an annoying process thinking about asking them to help you do something, but you already know that you know how to make them do it anyways. You know what I'm saying? But when you do it, it's like having a big homie, two big homies. You got one big homie over here and another big homie over here. You know what I'm saying? This big homie is going to lead you all in some weird spaces. They're going to have you doing shit that they would never do. But then you have this big homie over here who's never going to lead you down the wrong path, who's never going to put you in a position that they wouldn't put themselves in. We all use this magic and this manipulation, but the difference is understanding when it's happening and when it's going on. When people start using that shit on you in an unhealthy manner, you always feel it. You know what I'm saying? You always feel it in here. These chakras is gonna start letting you know right now this shit is off balance. I don't know if they trying to force me to do something I want to do, if they trying to tell me some shit that I already know, but I'm trying to move the conversation along, or anything in that manner, you know what I'm saying, or anything that's outside of that manner too. But it's usually your spiritual senses and radars is gonna let you know when there's some witchy shit being worked against you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in your presence, because that's basically what I've been talking about right now, is basically manipulation in your presence. I didn't really dive into about as far as like you will get manipulated, not outside of your presence as well too, but we just been mostly diving inside your presence, you know what I'm saying, and how to be able to sense when it's happening to you, and to understand that we also use it too. We also use it too. The difference is we use it in a healthy manner. It's been plenty, and I'll give a better statement leading to why and how we know we using it, and we know we using it with the creator behind us and not with ill intentions. When you in this ascension process and you growing, and even before you get to this process, you'll come across plenty of situations to where it's you and other beings around, and you know that you can manipulate a situation in an unhealthy manner. It crosses your path, but you never take that route. This is how we always understand which team we on and how we're using our magic and our powers and our abilities. You know what I'm saying? You have to be tested. You have to have the experience. You have to be in these positions to be able to know. You know what I'm saying? It's like some people, like, they ain't never been in a fight their whole life. I know some people that made it to 30, 40, you know, they never been in a physical fight. Me is a little different. I grew up fighting. I would fight 2-3 times a day sometimes. I got held back in 5th grade for fighting. We moved down to Virginia from New York, you know what I'm saying, for fighting. I don't live in that space no more, but I always been a fighter warrior, you know what I'm saying? It just transitioned as I start growing and maturing and learning that I'm fighting the vessel. The fight isn't with the vessel. The fight is with the principalities. So that's where it became unstoppable at. You know what I'm saying? This is a war going on out here. We can smile and laugh and still live in the process of it because we're light beings. You know what that means? We age backwards. We age backwards. So, but we have to understand that we do use the manipulation in our magic, but we use it with the Creator. We use it in a healthy manner. We'll use our shit to fucking fix or heal some animals. You know what I'm saying? We'll use it to feed a homeless person or something. We'll use it to scramble to get out the house so we can fix our own energy, so that way we can bring our kids better energy inside the house. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of tactics. We'll use our shit to have somebody to go run a task for us, but it's for our purpose. You know what I'm saying? We do use it, but we use it on a much higher frequency, and we understand much better than these other beings that we could use that shit to manipulate and to push ourselves a lot further, or to go wherever these other microwavable positions are. You know, everything is fucking quick, fast, with no substance to it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the microwave. Throw the microwaves out and take your time with the oven. Take your time with the oven. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't want to run up too long. Peace and love to the kings and queens.